Welcome back to America Decides. President-elect Trump says, quote, "The government knows what is happening," unquote, when it comes to the drone sightings on the East Coast. The Defense Department was roused to weigh in on this today, saying it does not have any evidence to suggest these drones are malicious. But it's still a little bit unclear what's actually going on. Tom Hanson joins us now from Colts Neck, New Jersey. Tom, is this a matter of crowdsourced information capturing lots of drones or lots of people capturing pictures of a few drones? That's just like a basic question I have.
Yeah, I mean, that's the central question around this, because we are seeing reports of thousands and thousands of reports of sightings. But law enforcement has made it very clear to us that that doesn't mean that there are thousands and thousands of drones out there. A lot of those reports are centered around singular incidents of drones, which adds to a layer of lack of clarity in an already very unclear story. Now, here's what we do know. These drones appear to be sophisticated. They are very large drones, and they are hovering precariously close to very sensitive sites, including military sites like the one behind me, Naval Weapons Station Earl, which is known for manufacturing munitions that go out to certain branches of the U.S. military. Now, this is just the latest in a slew of sensitive areas where these drones have come into close encounters. On Friday night, drone activity forced New York State's Stewart Airfield, which serves commercial and military flights, to shut down for 1 hour. And then drone activity, we are learning today, caused officials to close airspaces over one of the United States' most critical Air Force bases, the 88th Air Base Wing at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. So that is a new state to add to the list where these purported drone sightings are wreaking havoc on the communities. As you mentioned, the federal government has come out and said there's not really much to worry about here, but then they are not backing that up with any concrete evidence to prove to people that these drones are not a threat. So there's a lot of skepticism, Major. Everyone that we have spoken to on the ground here says, yeah, it's great that the government believes that these are not threatening in nature. They're not going to jeopardize our security, but the proof's in the pudding. They're waiting to see that proof to get a better sense that things are safe. Major?
And Tom, understandably, people might wonder, okay, if they're not malicious, they're not going to shoot at us, but they might be surveilling those sensitive sites.
Yeah, and that would fall in line with the patterns that we're hearing about these drones taking, which is a zigzag kind of pattern, hovering over areas for an extended period of time. One of the things that I find very interesting about this, and I'm very curious about, but haven't been able to get any concrete answers, a lot of these drones appear to be coming off of the water. And we don't know how far out into the ocean they are coming from. But there's the question around how much battery life these drones have, and if that is all that they rely on for power. A lot of people are wondering if these drones also rely on fuel supplies, which would indicate a level of sophistication beyond most commercial drones that you can purchase out there. And so a lot of law enforcement, especially the ones that we've spoken to over the last 24 hours, they are saying, you know, that is a question that's on their minds too. But there is a disconnect here, because while the federal government has said that they are giving resources to local law enforcement is still feeling very much in the dark as to a lot of the clues for these drones. Major?
Tom Hanson in Colts Neck, New Jersey, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.